We are back live at CollectCo for part 2. Sorry. I just swallowed a burrito in one bite. Don't try that at home. Okay, here we go. I like taking breaks at 9:30, but I usually like I like usually stuff. Well, you know what I'm trying to say, right, Tanner? Yeah. Golly, there's a lot of kiss in here. Where did all these come from? All right, should we auction Concrete Blonde? Should we auction Concrete Blonde? Chip Hall wants all the kiss. Wow. No alives from what I've seen. Let me get some of these pulled. All right, let me get this shared as well. So welcome back, everybody. We're going to get started right now. Tanner's still got the price gun going. We had a ton of new vinyl come in. That's what we were pricing in the break. We did go get some food, and Tanner's probably going to have to eat during the sale, but I can't eat while I'm selling records. He can eat while he's tagging them. So let me get this, let me get all my apps closed out and do a big reset here. Let me go back here. And there we go. It's right there at the top of my feed. Group. Let's share that there and there. And let me do it. I think that's it. We'll just share it there and there. And let me get my Restream chat pulled up. Maybe actually in the, let me do it over there in the, from the ad. I still got an ad rolling. Copy. Let me do that right quick because there's probably still people saying that. Yeah, I had some Chipotle. I ate a steak burrito in like 2 minutes flat. Let's see here. Where's that ad at? There it is. Newest. Should be. It's deep down in that basket. Man, the post we made for this ad, there is so many people commented over that Dangerous Toys album. I mean, it is so many people. Dangerous Toys. Dangerous Toys. If you go get another burrito? So whoever ended up with that, congratulations. I think it was Michael Ling. There's so many people wanted that album. So Tanner's got to go get a pricing gun. So let me kill about 60 more seconds. Thanks, everybody, and welcome back. I have a whole crate of auctions here. Yes, I may get to those JDC mixers jetted. If I don't, I'll do them later tonight. But welcome back, everybody. You said Black Flag before ending part 1. Yes, I showed the entire crate of auction stuff right before I ended. I went through everything that I plan on auctioning for part 2, or at least most of it. So first bin I have here of check condition. There's probably some more stuff I could pull out of here, But we're going to halt on that for right now. We're going to halt on that till Tanner steps back up here. He's priced in the last bit of new vinyl. We're going to go ahead and go through. This being a check condition. Then we're going to go through some more new vinyl that was had arrived for tonight. So same thing. Please reshare the feed. This is a brand new feed, so you got to reshare to please help us out. First auction for part 2 is going to be Kiss Self-Titled. Kiss Self-Titled is a 1985 press, VG Plus vinyl. VG Plus on the vinyl. This is Kiss. Kiss has a Casablanca inner sleeve. That's a $45 start. VG Plus on the vinyl. Self-Titled Kiss. Their first album. That's a $45 start on Kiss Self-Titled. $45 start on that. I'm going to go ahead and put up the other King Diamond we had tonight. We sold King Diamond Abigail. Here is King Diamond Them. King Diamond Them is a 2007 German press. Same thing as the other one, just this one isn't 2LP. 2007 German press. This is a $45 start as well. $45 start as well. King Diamond Them. $45 start. Kiss is at $45 with Joe Gabriel. King Diamond Them. I'm now looking for a $45 start on that. All right, here we go. We'll go ahead and go through the first bin. These are all check condition records. So if you are used to seeing our near mint minus EX Plus stuff, this is a little bit lesser grade. That usually means they're great titles and they're a little bit cheaper. So I'm going to go through those right now. I'm also drinking a Sprite with a lot of carbonation, so I may be like coughing up words here in a minute. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got. Michael Jackson Bad. This is a VG Plus copy, $19.99. Let's see here. VG Plus, Michael Jackson Bad, $19.99. These are all check condition records, so I'll be telling you the grade and the price. Welcome back for part 2. We got some great stuff. Songs of Faith, DD Sharp, is a VG Plus, $9.99. Songs of Faith, DD Sharp on the Cameo label. Thomas Steyer, first record, first crate, first purchase. Tom Steyer wants Michael Jackson Bad. I absolutely hate these inner sleeves with the hole cut out. I'm just going to put it like that for right now. Thomas Steyer takes Michael Jackson Bad. We have a $45 Kiss on $45 bid on Kiss Self-Titled, 1985 press, VG Plus vinyl, and I'm looking for a $45 start on King Diamond Abigail. That's a $45 start. Michael Jackson Thriller, EX on the vinyl, $26.99. EX on the vinyl, just a couple ticks from being near mint. No co-produced by Michael Jackson. That's probably an OG press. Has the original inner sleeve with it. The Rondelles, Bill Deal and the Rondelles. This is from 1968. VG Plus $64.99. That's not easy to get. Beach Records, the Rondelles. Sock it to you 12 times. VG Plus $64.99. Parliament, Motor Booty Affair. Parliament is a VG copy for $24.99. Motor Booty Affair on the Casablanca label, 1978 specialty press, $24.99. UK Subs, recorded 1979 to 1981. It's a VG copy, $19.99. Aaron Gardner, first on Parliament. Final Call on Kiss, $45. Final Call on Kiss, $45. Dire Straits, Brothers in Arms is a VG Plus copy. It is in shrink wrap. That's a VG Plus, $24.99. $24.99 on Brothers in Arms. That is an RL mastering. Does Parliament have the cutouts? Rob, it's already beat, or it's already sold. Craig Thomas wants UK Subs. The Nation of Ulysses plays Pretty for Baby. VG Plus, $19.99 from 1992. Brent McKinney wants Brother in Arms. That's sold to Brent McKinney. Let's go ahead and sell Joe Gabriel, the Kiss Self-Titled. That's sold to Joe Gabriel for $45. Sell that to Joe Gabriel. And King Diamond, if anybody wants that. King Diamond is a buy it now for $45. That is King Diamond Them. King Diamond Them. That's a $45 buy it now if anybody wants that. Craig Thomas was first to Nation of Ulysses. Craig Thomas was first to Nation of Ulysses. That's so to Craig Thomas. King Diamond. I was reading Vic's comment. Fleetwood Mac, Then Play On is a VG Plus 1999. Fleetwood Mac, Then Play On. VG Plus 1999. Blondie Original Radio Broadcast. That is a VG copy. John has that actually tagged for auction, so that might be pretty special. I'll have to check on that in just a second. Queensryche, The Warning, a VG Plus $49.99. Queensryche, The Warning, VG Plus $49.99. Motley Crue, Girls, 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 a VG copy for $39.99. This is stuff we always auction. We got too much. VG copy for $39.99. Has the original inner sleeve on that. Vic Natecki first on Queensryche, and Joe Gabriel first on Motley Crue. Craig Thomas was before you, Colin. Craig Thomas was before you. Vic says bundle on King Diamond. Well, Vic, that didn't get a bid. $45 start. So if you want that, I'll say $40. And then I'll show you Exodus. We wanted a $185 start for it. I was planning on selling it for $219.99. But if you want to do another $5 off on that, that will be $10 off total. $180 and $40 is $220 for the pair. Exodus, Bonded by Blood, and King Diamond Them. That'd be $220 for both if you want those. And I'm about to put up 2 more copies. Ultravox, Rage and Eden. Ultravox is EX $17.99. Vic Natecki, you were second to Girls, Girls, Girls. Joe Gabriel was first to that. Black Sabbath, Born Again, Gold Stamp Promo. That's a VG Plus $34.99. Black Sabbath, Born Again, VG Plus $34.99. Slash, The Early Sessions. Pretty sure this is that record label comp. VG copy, $19.99. Slash, The Early Sessions. That's a VG copy, $19.99. Brian C. first to Black Sabbath, then Joe Gabriel, then John Minsmore, then Martin Pryor, then Dale Cooper. Concrete Blonde is EX $29.99. EX $29.99 for Concrete Blonde. Nate Johnson wants Slash, and that one was VG copy $24.99 for that. And Allison was second. Concrete Blonde, some of these aren't tagged. I think I said $29.99 on that. Yes, and No Rodriguez wants that. Concrete Blonde, EX copy, $29.99. So 24 on those last two, or 24 and 29. Richard Pryor meets Richard and Willie at the SLA. Richard Pryor, VG Plus, $14.99. $14.99, Richard Pryor. I've never seen that one before. Vic, let me know if you're good with that bundle price on those. I'm going to lay that over there right now for your consideration. Let me pull some stuff out of the auction bin. Do y'all recall anything you wanted me to put up that I mentioned during the break or before the break? I've got another Dwight Yoakam. I think somebody's waiting on the Black Flag, or maybe a couple people are. So let me go ahead and do that. I was going to pay $200, meet in the middle, $210. Let me make sure. Let me do all this in order first. Colin Butler on Richard Pryor. And go ahead and sell these to Vic Natecki for $210. Fair enough. King Diamond, Them, and Exodus. That's an OG, really high grade. Sell both of those to Vic Natecki for $210. Furs, YouTube, Bow Wow Wow, and Kingdom Come. Okay, well, I don't have any of those pulled. I've got Black Flag, previously unreleased Black Flag recordings. I remember when I first started ordering new vinyl 3 or 4 years ago, I had some people submit me some artists to order, and one of the biggest ones was Black Flag. Guess what? If you search Black Flag right now with any of my distributors, there is 0 records you can order. Nothing at all is in print. And I should have mentioned that back when we had some more from that punk collection. But pretty much nothing by Black Flag is in print. This was pressed in 1990. This is technically a 1990 reissue. Black Flag, everything went black. And yeah, no condition notes, very nice copy. This is a $45 start. 2 LP, near mint minus on that. $45 start on Black Flag, everything went black. And then we have our last Dwight Yoakam record for the night, his classic album, Guitars, Cadillacs, etc., etc. This is a $35 start, just like the others. There's the original inner sleeve, and there's the near mint minus LP. $35 start on Dwight Yoakam. Black Flag has bids. Dwight will in just a second. Thank you, Vic, and we're continuing. with our check condition bin. Easy Rider soundtrack, a VG copy, $14.99. Peter Fonda, Dennis Hopper, the music by the Byrds, Steppenwolf, Jimi Hendrix. That is a VG copy, a little bit lower grade, but only $14.99. Dire Straits, Communique. Communique is EX, $24.99, has a little bit of edge wear. Vinyl is not too bad, $24.99. Al Pacino in Serpico. That's a VG Plus, $29.99. Black Flag, $45, $50, $51. Tim Holloway's in on Dwight Yoakam at $35. Jimi Hendrix, Band of Gypsies, is a VG Plus, $24.99. VG Plus, $24.99. This is actually the last album that was released while he was alive. It's a live album recorded on New Year's Eve, 1969. VG Plus, $24.99. Michael Bohannon, first to Dire Straits. Great Rhythm and Blues Oldies, Johnny Otis. That's a VG Plus, $14.99. Colin Butler, first to the Serpico soundtrack. Al Pacino. And Jimi Hendrix sold to Allison Campbell. The Black Flag is Everything Went Black, previously unreleased Black Flag, 2LP, pressed in 1990. Very nice cover, near mint minus vinyl. High bid on that is Gary Samuels at $51. And Dwight Yoakam is at $35 with Tim Holloway. Charlie DeFrank, first to the Otis. That's sold to Charlie DeFrank. Ernie's Hits, Sesame Street, VG Plus, $24.99, 1974. I've never seen or had this before. Ernie's Hits on the Sesame Street label, VG Plus, $24.99. Dennis the Menace, I've never seen nor had this before. VG Plus, $24.99. Original TV soundtrack stories on the Colpix label. Dennis the Menace, VG Plus, $24.99. Van Halen, Women and Children First, VG Plus, $34.99. And The Cradle Will Rock. Everybody Wants Some, VG Plus, $34.99. Van Halen, Triumph, Progressions of Power, VG Plus, $14.99 for Triumph, Progressions of Power. U2 Boy, just $14.99. It's a VG copy, just $14.99 VG copy. And Little Milton, Waiting for Little Milton on the Stax label, EX, $17.99. EX, $17.99. All right, I got to do some final calls on some auctions. Gary Samuels is at 51 on the Black Flag. Gary Samuels is at 51, going twice, going three times. Dwight Yoakam's at 35, going twice and going three times. First to Triumph was Aaron Gardner, first to Triumph was Chris Gardner. Chip Hall, you were second. Nate Johnson, first on the U2. Chip Hall, you were second. The Fleetwood Mac, Joshua Pepper, it's a VG Plus, $19.99. It is a gatefold label, tan reprise label. Not a bad looking VG Plus. And that is $19.99. Please tell me Rubber Ducky is on the Bernie album. Let's find out. Including Rubber Ducky, first track. That's worth $24.99 alone, right? Is that the white or black vinyl repress on the Black Flag? It is black vinyl, 1990 2LP black vinyl. Rydell Martin on LM, Little Milton. That's sold to Rydell Martin. Clay Moore, you were third to Triumph. Black Flag is at 55, and Gary Samuels is out. So now time for a recap of this crate. Here's the only things that's left. Songs of Faith, D.D. Sharp, VG Plus, $9.99. Michael Jackson Thriller, OG, EX, $26.99. The Rondell, Sock It To You, 12 times, VG Plus, $64.99. Ultravox, Ragin' Eden, EX, $17.99. The Easy Rider soundtrack, VG copy, $14.99. Hendrix, Steppenwolf, Byrds. Electric Prunes, Dennis the Menace, VG Plus, $24.99. Van Halen, Women and Children First, VG Plus, $34.99. And Ernie's Hits, VG Plus, $24.99. And Fleetwood Mac, Then Play On, VG Plus, $19.99. Rydell Martin on DD. DD was DD Sharp. That's sold to Rydell Martin. Pass on Fleetwood Mac. Fleetwood Mac, Then Play On, still available. Mark Cunningham said 20 on Michael Jackson. Let's see here. 8, 7. I'll sell that to you for $24. $24. James McGowan, we got new bidders on both auctions, Black Flag and Dwight Yoakam. James McGowan is at 38 on the Dwight Yoakam, Guitars, Cadillacs, etc. And high bid on Black Flag, Jared Benoit is at 55. Gary Samuel's out. So final call on Black Flag at 55 and going once, going twice on Dwight at 38. Chris Kirkley is going to take the Fleetwood Mac. Easy Rider is a VG copy, $14.99. VG copy, $14.99. Mark Cunningham said sold. Mark him down for Michael Jackson for $24. Sean said 30 on Van Halen. Go ahead and sell that to Sean for $30. Any hair metal tonight? Yes, we've had it all night. We're going on 3.5 hours of it. Colin Butler said 20 on Dennis the Menace. Go ahead and sell that to Colin Butler for 20. I forgot to set a reminder for part 2. I told you. Let's see. Chris Farrar on Van. What was that? That was Van Halen. I've already sold it for 30. John Porter passed on Easy Rider. Jeff McMaster offered $19.99 for Ernie, and so did Allison. Jeff was first. Sell that to Jeff for $19.99. I have 3 records left in here. I have Easy Rider, Ultravox, and Bill Deal, and the Rondelles. That's all that's left. High bid on the... What's that?
Sell it all.
Tanner said I need to sell all 3 of them. Let's get it done. Dwight Yoakam, $43 on that. High bid on Dwight Yoakam, Guitars Cadillacs, OG, near mint, $43, out of print, not been repressed. John Duran is going to take the Easy Rider. Actually, John offered 12. John, if you want it for $14.99, it's yours. If not, I'm going to sell it to John Duran. That's going to one of the Johns. That leaves Ultravox, and we may have to have a unique buyer to find somebody who wants to build deal on the Rondelles. That's not an easy record to find. I'm about to sell Black Flag, as in final call, $55, and I'm going to put up new auctions. John Porter said he'll take it for $14.99. He was first, so John gets that for sticker price. Okay. 2 records ain't bad. 2 records ain't bad. I'll put them over here. I'll put them right here, actually. Okay. Hey, look, another empty crate. We're on pace already to have another record week. I got some new vinyl to go through. I have some new vinyl to go through. Let me find one of those crates, Tanner. Oh, you brought them closer to me. They're right here. I'm stacking empty crates on them. Yeah, let's go through this one right here. All right. Joshua's out on Dwight Yoakam, so final call. And Axel is at 56 on Black Flag. Jared's back in at 58. So we have bidders on Black Flag. Jared's at 58. I'm about to sell Dwight Yoakam. New vinyl. We got it all priced during the break and got all the pre-orders pulled. We have a restock of Disturbed, The Sickness, Down with the Sickness. This is $29.99. Disturbed. I have 3 copies, $29.99. And Power Windows. Here it is. I have sold more of these than just about any Rush record, I think, since I've been doing this. We've almost sold 100 of these and just showing it one night. This is the first time I've ever had this record in stock. If I sell what I have left tonight, we're going to sell 100 of these just showing it one time. Rush Power Windows. This is the 200 gram. I've been listening to this album on repeat for the last 72 hours. I can't get enough of it. You know, I listen to records sometimes, and then when I listen to them on vinyl, especially a great pressing like this, that side 1 is truly amazing. The Big Money. I'm loving the song Grand Designs. The Manhattan Project, of course, and Marathon. That's been over and over. We've been listening to that on repeat here at the store, in my travels, at the gym. Rush Power Windows, $36.99. I hope everybody has got a copy. If you have the right stereo equipment, that record sounds phenomenal. 200 gram remaster. I've sold a bunch of them. Okay, Jared, let's go ahead and sell Dwight Yoakam before I lose track of that. James McGowan has that for $43. James, thank you. Black Flag is at $58. This is a 1990 pressing. 1990 pressing. Jared, you're out. Or excuse me. Axel, you're out. That's at 58 with Jared. Final call on that. Let me put up some new auctions. Let me see what I got over here. Kiss, 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 Kiss. Led Zeppelin, Psychedelic Furs. Right here's my auction crate. Let's see what I got in here. Vixen and Bow Wow Wow. Let's go ahead and get those on the... that's Paul Stanley. We'll do Bow Wow Wow first. Bow Wow Wow, I Want Candy. This is the full album. Sometimes I think this is a single when I first look at it, but this is the first, this is a full album, Bow Wow Wow, I Want Candy, 1981, 82, Near Mint, Inner Sleeve, $20 start on that. $20 start on that. Do you have a record player in your Tahoe? No, I have iTunes, and it sounds phenomenal on iTunes. Dolby, what's it called? Lossless audio. Oh my gosh. You can hear me going through Lebanon. I'm playing Rush. Okay, Disturbed. We have Martin Pryor. We're going to have a wait list for Disturbed. Martin Pryor gets one. John Duran gets one. And Susie Breedlove gets one. So that's my first 3 Disturbeds. And those are all sold. We'll take a waiting list for that. Susie Breedlove, Fred Carnell, and then the Rush. I'll make sure these people already don't. Chris Kirkley, read Rush waiting list. Jerry, you're on it. I know you're on it, but I'm printing that right now. It's extensive. Chris Kirkley, I'll make sure you're not on there. Bailey Rice, I know you're not on there. And so we'll go ahead and pull 2. One for Chris and one for Bailey. Tanner's printing that list right now. Tanner's printing that list right now. Any Japanese pressings. I don't know if we'll have time to get to those tonight or not. And Jamie Butler, I'll make sure you're on there too. I've got plenty of them in stock. I ordered another 100 of them. And they ran out. I think I have 50. So I think I have 50 more on the way. That's all that they could send me. I had 3 Disturbeds. And that was Martin Pryor, John Duran, and Susie. And then Fred Carnell on the waiting list. And then Rush to Chris Kirkley and Bailey Rice. I know Jerry Stone already has one. Axel's out on Black Flag. So, Jerry, you have Black Flag for 58. Final call on that. Jamie, I'll make sure you're on there. Bow Wow Wow, 25, 25, 32. Brad, I'll make sure you get a Rush. Kevin Willis and Rob Scheffler. I'm about to read off that list. Okay, I sold the other 3 I had. Here's the other 3 Deep Purple. Chris Crowley bought the other ones. This is Stockholm 1970, the official Deep Purple Overseas Live Series. This is a 3 LP, made 3,000 on orange vinyl. They're hand numbered on the back. This is Stockholm 1970, Blackmore, Gillian, Glover, Lord, and Peace, $54.99. That's Deep Purple, orange vinyl, triple LP live show. Okay, here's the Rush list. Brian C. This is everybody who just got tagged. These people just got tagged before we went live. Brian C., Jamie Butler, Colin Butler, Victor Marbrack, Rob Scheffler, Daniel Cody, Paul Brothers, Roger Ramjet, Debbie Blair, Jerry Stone, Dwayne Sevilla, Tony Alejandro, Jesse Hood, Kevin Willis, Scott Fairchild, Eddie Passir, David Eberly, Chris Kirkley, Bob McKinney, Scott Smith, Jeannie Pinnell, Joe Sloop, Chris Crowley, Tina Abraham, Jonathan Berg, John Porter, Dakota Wilkie, Jeff McMaster, Steve Howe, Grant Peltzer, Scott Corcoran, George Buchanan, and Brent Rabley. That is the list. Those, if you're on there. So, I know Brad Moore is actually not. So, Jamie Butler, let me make sure. Jamie Butler, you're at the top. So, you've already got one. Did I read off Chris Kirkley's name? I don't think I did. Yes, I did. So, Chris Kirkley's already got one too. So, I think we just need to tag one live tonight, and that's Bailey Rice. We just need to tag one for Bailey Rice. All right. Bow Wow Wow was 2025, 32. And then Kevin Willis, let me see his name. I don't see Kevin Willis. Now, yeah, I do. So Kevin Willis, you've got one. And Rob Scheffler. He says, I'm pretty sure I'm on that Rush waiting list. Rob Scheffler. I don't see your name. Now, did you get one last week? Did you have one on this past Monday's invoice? Because you might have already got one. Okay. All right. Bow Wow Wow's at 34 with Jerry Stone. High bid on that. Let's go ahead and sell Jared Benoit Black Flag for 58. All right. Everybody got a Rush. I got a lot more on the way. Power windows. Okay. So Bow Wow Wow's over here. And Bailey Rice is never mind on the Rush. So we've went 4 backwards, okay? I don't think we've added to our sale list. I think we've had more putbacks than sales on those so far tonight. Next Kiss auction. This is a nice copy of Kiss Paul Stanley. Kiss Paul Stanley. Everybody should be getting 2 copies and not putting them back. You should be getting 2. Before these came back into print, the cheapest one overseas was like $69 on Discogs. They are not a cheap record. It's a 200-gram version. Okay, we have a nice copy of Paul Stanley. $55 start. Let me get all the guts out because it's got all the inserts and really cool stuff with it. First thing we have here is the Paul Stanley poster in mint condition. So this has the poster. This is a $55 start. By the way, his 180 gram 2014 remaster for some reason is not in print, or we can't get it. There's all the Paul Stanley merchandise you could ever want. That has the insert. We've put it in a new inner sleeve. Near mint minus vinyl. Really, really nice copy, as in near mint minus. There's the LP. There's the crisp, perfect inner sleeve. And there's the very nice cover. Paul Stanley. $55 start on that. It does have a clip corner. $55 start on the Paul Stanley. Jerry Stone's at 37 on Bow Wow Wow. And I think I have I should have 3 rushes in here because I don't think we tagged any live. So I've got all 3 rush power windows still left. Next is Marillion, Holidays in Eden. $29.99 for Marillion, Holidays in Eden. $29.99. You read my name is near the top of the list. Oh yeah, it's right there, Rob Scheffler. So we don't need to tag one for Rob Scheffler. I own 3 different versions of power windows. Yeah. Marillion, sold to Jerry Stone, $29.99. Ryan Foster also gets a Marillion. Anybody else, I'll have to put on a waiting list. The good thing about Tuesday night sales, a waiting list is pretty much like you're still going to get it because we can have it ordered and it will be here on this week's invoice. 3 copies. This is all I could get. I think these are going out of print from what I understand. Matrix Reloaded, the album. It says first time on vinyl, contains the songs and the score. $34.99. This is actually a triple LP. Triple LP. Linkin Park, Marilyn Manson, Rob Zombie, Deftones, POD, Rage Against the Machine, Dave Matthews Band. That is the Matrix Reloaded. I've got 3 of those. $34.99. There's another Live Deep Purple, Long Beach, 1976. That's on 3 LP white vinyl, 3,000 made, numbered on the back. That is $54.99. Another restock of Tears for Fears, Songs from the Big Chair, $39.99 on that. Final Call on Bow Wow Wow, by the way. Jerry Stone has that for $37. We're about to sell that to Jerry Stone for $37. And Final Call, if you want to get on the Paul Stanley. If not, I'll make it a buy it now. Dixie Chicks Fly, back in stock. 2 LP. All the Dixie Chick stuff has been out of stock for quite some time. $38.99. Matrix to your left. It's the same thing. That's the one I had left over from last week. Same thing. I do have the original Matrix movie, I think. I don't know if I still have those or not. David C. on Dixie Chicks. Paul Stanley, we do have a bid at $55. Let's go ahead and sell Bow Wow Wow for $37 to Jerry Stone. Jerry Stone, that's yours. Final Call on the Paul Stanley solo album, complete and near mint. Really nice copy. Joe Gabriel has that for $56. Chris Kirkley also on the Dixie Chicks. I don't know if they only sent me 2 or if that's all I had back ordered, but I definitely need to get some more of those. And here's another Live Deep Purple. This is 3 LP on red vinyl. Copenhagen 1972, $54.99. Where's all my Deep Purple fans? I sold all those to somebody last week who normally don't buy Deep Purple stuff. I can't believe it. All right, now what was requested? Let me figure out what some people requested. Kingdom Come, here's that record. Let's see. This is a 1988 sealed copy. 1988 sealed copy. 1988 sealed copy of Kingdom Come. It does have a sawed corner. As you can see, it was a cutout. The hop sticker has a little bit of damage to it. This is Kingdom Come, and it is sealed. I'm going to start that at just $25. Kingdom Come. That is sealed. $25 start on Kingdom Come. Chicks was Dixie. Monica claimed one ahead of me. I don't have that on my feed. I got David C. Dixie, Chris Kirkley Dixie. That never popped up on ours. Maybe they... I don't know. But if Monica's first, I'll give it to her first. But yeah, see, right there's my feed. Matrix, David C., Chris Kirkley, but there's nothing from Monica before that, neither on Tanner's. But Monica, if she was first, we'll give one to David C., and we'll give one to Monica. Kingdom Come, $25, $35 start. How much for Avenged Sevenfold? Avenged Sevenfold is $36.99. $36.99 on Avenged Sevenfold. Okay, let's go ahead and sell Joe Gabriel, Paul Stanley for $55. Let's not lose the merchandise insert. That's all sold to Joe Gabriel for $55. Kingdom Come is at $25, now $35. Let's see what else we got here. Remind me of your request for these auctions so I can put them up before I forget. And then what we don't get to, I'll make a buy it now at some point tonight. But I'll try to offer all these at some point tonight. But yeah, let me know what y'all want to see next. I do have an OG Tears for Fears, yes. Meshuggah, Atomic Fire, limited edition, 1,000 copies on red transparent and white marbled vinyl. I think this is a new release. Hold on a second, my camera's off-centered. This is $33.99. $33.99. Joey says he'll take the Avenged Sevenfold. That's sold to Joey, $36.99. Put up the AC/DC. Kingdom Come is a sealed copy. Kingdom Come is sealed, and that is $38.99. Or excuse me, $38.99. That's at $38. Put up the AC/DC. I will do that. That's the next claim, or that's the next comment I've seen, so I'll put one up. AC/DC. Let's do the Highway to Hell. 1979 OG Specialty Press. AC/DC. Highway to Hell. Nice cover. This album is usually beat the heck. Nice copy. 1979 Specialty Press. OG. There is the vinyl. My camera's still a little... Let me tilt it like this. Hold on a second. Not how I usually have it. Maybe like that. Yeah, I'm off-centered a little. Okay, that is a $40 start. Nice, clean OG copy of Highway to Hell. $40 start on that. Jerry Stone on Dixie Chicks waiting list. So, Jerry Stone, I've got you down for that. Tony Doyle, I have you for Atomic Fire. Atomic Fire. I'm assuming that's what you wanted. That's the label, Atomic Fire label. If that's what you want, Tony, that's sold to you. If not, it goes to Jacob Smith. Either way, somebody may need to be on a waiting list for that, the new Meshuggah album. I think that's that. Meshuggah. And that is Immutable. 1,000 copies. Exodus is already sold. Highway to Hell's at $45. Yes, that is Meshuggah. All right, so Jacob Smith, if you're okay with it, I'll put you on a waiting list for Meshuggah. Live, Throwing Copper. Throwing Copper Live, $36.99. The name of the band is Live. Took me forever to realize that. Harem Scarum. I got another restock of this. Red Grape vinyl pressing, only 1,000 made. First time on LP in North America. That is $38.99. AC/DC, 47 of Allison. David C. wants a live. I have more of these. When these go out of print, I hope they don't, but when they do, they're going to be hard to find. AC/DC's at 47. Kingdom Come. Kingdom Come. Final Call. Gary Samuels has that for 38. We need another live for Day Mars. And Harem Scarum is $38.99. Day Mars, I have those in another crate somewhere around here. Right here they are. I'll go ahead and pull them out of this one. Live are $36.99. There's one for Day Mars, Throwing Copper. I had an OG copy of that from the Birmingham collection. By the way, AC/DC is at $47 with Allison. Do I have any inner sleeves? Yes, I've got inner sleeves. If you give me a second, we'll go grab a couple packs, show you what I have. Okay, I'm about to sell those. Let me go ahead and show a couple more crate or records that's left in here. There's the Rush. Let me start over from this crate. Highway to Hell's at 50. So there's 3 live Deep Purple albums in here. The first one is Stockholm, 1970. They're all 3 LP on colored vinyl, and they're all $54.99. Deep Purple's $54.99. Rush Power Windows, 200 gram remaster, $36.99. I don't know what the next one is they're going to print. I hope it's Signals or Fly By Night, but it would be really surprised if it was one of their later albums. But right now, we'll take Power Windows, $36.99. Matrix Reloaded, $34.99 for Matrix Reloaded, $34.99. That's the official soundtrack. I actually have 4 of those. Let me put them all together. There's all 4 of them. Matrix Reloaded. Long Beach, 1976. There's the other Deep Purple, $54.99. I'm going to put it back here with the other. And a restock of Tears for Fears, Songs from the Big Chair, $39.99. Let's go ahead and sell Kingdom Come to Gary Samuels for $38. Chip Hall's at $50 on the nice, clean copy of Highway to Hell. Chip Hall has that for $50. Maggot Brain will be here tomorrow, actually. If not, we'll have it on Thursday's show. Chad, is Deep Purple in rock out of print? Yes, I'm pretty positive it is. I think I've got them back ordered. It's just one of those records. I don't know when they're going to press it, but it could be a while. Let me run this album right quick because it just fell into my hands. This is a 1988 club pressing of Vixen. $30 start, and it is near mint. Original inner sleeve, really clean. Near mint minus vinyl. $30 start on Vixen. Strong cover, almost no wear, glossy. Vixen. That's a $30 start. $30 start on that. That's our new auction. If you're done, Allison, if you're done bidding on AC/DC, please let me know because Chip has that for $50 and I'm about to sell it to him. Tears for Fears. We need to sell at least 2 or 3 of these right now. Songs from the Big Chair. Shout, The Working Hour. Everybody Wants to Rule the World. Mother's Talk. I Believe, Broken, Head Over Heels, and Listen. Hope everybody has that. Let's see, Vixen 30, 30, 31, 30. Chaz, tonight sales now on the big screen in a SpaceX break room. Wow, you work for SpaceX. Well, if this ever falls through, let me know. I'd like to get a job there. $54.99, Copenhagen 1972. Copenhagen 1972. Let's see, Highway to Hell's at 55, Vixen 40, 31. So you're working at SpaceX and trying to watch Coletco Live. I hope no satellites collide together. Elon would be very unhappy if that happens tonight. We don't want any satellites clashing and causing a $500 million mistake. Harem Scarum, $38.99. Harem Scarum, limited to 1,000. First time on vinyl. There's 2, $38.99. Highway to Hell's at 55. Vixen 40, 45. Live, Throwing Copper, $36.99. It makes so much more sense now. Stephen Chesney likes Rush. And he works at SpaceX. It's making so much more sense. This is $124.99. I cannot get Mondo stuff direct. This is actually the single soundtrack. Don't ask me why it's so expensive. I'm just the relayer of vinyl. But I saw the price and I was like, I'm not going to get too many of those. But this is the first time it's been in print in a long time. Mondo single soundtrack. That's Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, Paul Westenberg, Mother Love Bone, Smashing Pumpkins. This is the Mondo. It's $124.99. Like I said, don't ask me. I just price them. $124.99. Singles, Volume 1. I have that if anybody wants it. All right, Vixen 45, Highway to Hell 56, Vixen 48, Paul Bill on the singles, Matthew Knight on live, and I'm going to go through, actually that's the second time I've been through that crate. Live is $36.99. Harem Scarum is $38.99. Tears for Fears, $39.99. Matrix Reloaded is $34.99. Matrix Reloaded, $34.99. Rush, $36.99. And then the 3 Deep Purple Lives are all $54.99. All right, final call on Vixen at $48. Bubby's out. Clay's out. Gary's out. So Walt has that for $48. And final call on AC/DC, or has Allison set out? Allison set out. So final call, 56 and 48. I'm about to end those and put up 2 new auctions. Let me put up a new crate of vintage arrivals. We went through the check condition bin. Let me see if I've been through this one yet. Let me see what I got in here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is just overwhelming, isn't it, Tanner? Right, Tanner? Tanner said yes, overwhelming. All right. All right. Highway to Hell, sold. Chip Hall, $56. Walt Cruz, Vixen, $48. Sold. Walt Cruz, $48. We have requests for XTC and AC/DC. Let me see what I got here. And I have more new vinyl to go through. So pretty much the next 3 crates is all going to be new arrivals. So you might want to stay focused. Stay with us. Stay focused. Let's see. XTC And next, AC/DC. All right. I got this Guy Clark album to put up too. All right, XTC is a $35 start. 1978 with the poster. XTC Go 2, near mint minus copy. Really nice. It does have the poster with it. That's a $35 start. XTC, about a VG Plus cover. Go 2. XTC is a $35 start. The next AC/DC auction is AC/DC Blow Up Your Video. This is also a $35 start. Nice OG copy, near mint minus vinyl, VG Plus or better cover. $35 start on XTC and AC/DC. $35. Chad, when Stephen retires from SpaceX, moves to Tennessee, right next to your store. Well, good deal. We'll still be here selling records. Next, crate of new arrivals. Some of these I don't know what they are. We'll figure them out together. $44.99 for A Lot Like Birds, No Place. $44.99 for A Lot Like Birds, No Place. $44.99 on that. Cockney Rejects, Live and Loud. This is $29.99. Cockney Rejects, Live and Loud. This is $29.99. What do we have here? TKGE Collection. This is the Michelle Gunn Elephant Collection. The Michelle Gunn Elephant Collection. $49.99. 2001 pink and blue vinyl. 2001 pink and blue vinyl. Charlie DeFrank is at $35 on XTC. APB, Cure for the Blues, $14.99. APB, Cure for the Blues, $14.99. Erg, A Music War, the album, a 2-record set featuring previously unreleased live performances by the Police, Go-Go's, Echo and the Bunnymen. Wow. XTC, this is $44.99. Erg. Ugh. How do you say that? $44.99. Never seen that before. Charlie DeFrank's at $35 on XTC. The Firm, $26.99. Jimmy Page, Paul Rogers, The Firm, $26.99. Peter Gabriel, Submerge. This is $49.99. Peter Gabriel, Submerge. It looks like an unofficial. $49.99. Robert Fripp on guitar, Steve Hunter guitar, Tony Levin bass. That is $49.99. All right, final call on XTC, $35. Also looking for a $35 start on AC/DC. Walt Cruz wants the and that is $44.99. $44.99 on that. Brent McKinney wants a Rush. Brent McKinney wants a Rush. Power windows. What did I do with them? Right there. Oh, we got a whole crate full of them. And there's more on the way. AC/DC. Axel's in and so is Martin. Axel was in first, so Martin, you're out. I'm about to sell XTC. King Crimson, $49.99 in the Wake of Poseidon. This is a 1973 PRC Richmond press. Is that what that said? PRC Richmond press, yeah. $49.99. King Crimson in the Wake of Poseidon. EX Plus on that one, pretty close to near mint minus. Miles Davis, Decoy. Miles Davis Decoy, $29.99. The Rocky Horror Picture Show Audience Participation Album. This is $29.99. AC/DC now $37. And we have X, which is, this is not what I'm thinking it is. Yeah, this is Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran, $39.99, 2014 UK. All right, Charlie DeFrank gets the XTC album for $35. They are now bidding on AC/DC, $35, $37, and $40. And we have Balancements. I don't like that name. Believe You Me, or something like that. $19.99. Next auction. Let me see what we have here. We had a request for the Pixies album. And Radiohead's also in here. Let's do some of those. Pixies and let me go ahead and pull the Radiohead. All right, Martin Pryor's out on AC/DC. Axel has that for $40. Going once, going twice. A Moon-Shaped Pool, Radiohead from 2016. This is a $65 start. This record is definitely out of print. I haven't seen or heard of this in quite some time. Radiohead, A Moon-Shaped Pool. That's a $65 start. And we have the Pixies. I'll have to cover her up too. The Pixies is 2004, 180 gram vinyl, $35 start on the Pixies. It came back as a 2004, $35 start on that. AC/DC sold to Axel Horn for $40. Axel, that's yours for $40. Radiohead's a $65 start. The Pixies is a $35 start. Beatlemania, live at the Hollywood Bowl, 1964. Beatles, Hollywood Bowl, $49.99. The Beatles Supertracks, another Beatles unofficial, $49.99. Michael Bohannon's in on the Radiohead at $65. The Jimi Hendrix Experience, this is from 1997, sealed, $74.99. The Hendrix Family Authorized Edition, first LP digitally remastered from the original 2-track mixed down by Jimmy's original engineer. 6 bonus tracks, complete original artwork with rare photos, actual Hendrix song drafts, and comprehensive new liner notes. And it has a second disc with it too. That is $74.99. White or black vinyl on Radiohead. That is on black vinyl. Black, let me check the other disc. I really don't know. I think we just looked at that one, didn't we? Let's turn this one around, see what we got. This is black vinyl, and I'm assuming the other one is too. This is at $65 with Michael Bohannon. Going once, going twice. Peter Gabriel, Gary Samuels is $49.99. Both LPs are black. Sherry Darnell wants the Ed Sheeran. That's sold to Sherry Darnell. Pixies is at $35. And we have the Jersey Devil, Bruce Springsteen, $74.99. Another Bruce Springsteen unofficial. The Jersey Devil, $74.99 on that. The Boss, Studio Quality Built In, another Bruce Springsteen unofficial from 1986, $64.99. Final Call on Radiohead at $65 and Final Call on the Pixies at $35. Merle Haggard, A Working Man Can't Get Anywhere Today, Merle Haggard, $19.99, and Merle Haggard, Big City, $14.99. That's in shrink wrap. Merle Haggard, Big City. Sorry if y'all are hearing me drinking my Sprite. I apologize in advance. Merle Haggard, I'm Always on a Mountain When I Fall, $14.99. And Merle Haggard, Same Train, Different Time. That is sealed, $39.99. There's some Merle Haggard. I don't think there's pretty much any in the store right now. It all sells. The Pixies is sold for $35 to Tony Doyle. And Radiohead, I'm about to sell it to Michael Bohannon. Alex, that's a 2006. That's a 2016, excuse me, 2016. 30 seconds, and I'm selling that to Michael Bohannon, 2016. The Best of the Chicago Blues, Volume 1. Best of Chicago Blues, Volume 1, $19.99 on that. And the Rolling Stones, Sucking in the 70s, $34.99 on the Rolling Stones, Sucking in the 70s, $34.99. Michael Bohannon gets the Radiohead for $65. That side sold to Michael Bohannon. Next two auctions. We have, let's put up the Guy Clark and the Tears for Fears. Guy Clark, Old Number 1. I don't get this too often. This is a 1976 second press, an album that's not in print. I wish it was. Very clean vinyl. This is a $75 start. It has the original inner sleeve. Guy Clark, Old Number 1. Very cool. I've had these before. They don't stay around too long. There's the original lyric inner sleeve. Guy Clark, Old Number 1. That's a $75 start. Next is Tears for Fears, Songs from the Big Chair. This is going to be a $25 start. The cover has a little bit of damage right here. I hope you can see those wrinkles and creases. They're up here on the corners. The vinyl, though, very clean, as in near mint minus on the vinyl. Really nice copy. Unfortunately, the cover is kind of a little banged up. $25 start on that. Looking for a $75 start on Guy Clark. Memphis Slim, Matt Murray. This is 1986 and it is sealed, $24.99. Billie Holiday is $19.99. 1982 Italy, Billie Holiday, $19.99. Lady in Satin, Billie Holiday. That's $29.99 from 1987. Tears for Fears, $25, $25, $27, $30, and $28. The Rolling Stones, Made in the Shade, $34.99 for the Rolling Stones, Made in the Shade. And Lady Day, a collection of classic jazz interpretations by Billie Holiday, $19.99. That's a 1970s press on that. We have King Crimson, Starless, and Bible Black, $49.99. and King Crimson Earthbound, 1972 UK, $34.99. Tears for Fears 30, 28, 31. So that's at 31, now 33. Guy Clark is on the black RCA label. Near Mint Minus on the vinyl. Has the original inner sleeve. $75 start for Guy Clark Old #1. Tears for Fears is now at 40. All right, here's what's left in this crate before I do our next bin of new vinyl. Some really good stuff left in here. I'll definitely post some of this in the group tonight. The I Can't Believe This Didn't Sell crate, and there won't be much of it left. This is $44.99. A Lot Like Birds, No Place. $44.99 on that. Alex is in on Guy Clark at $75. Tears for Fears is at $44. Cockney Rejects, Live and Loud, is $29.99. This is the Michelle Gunn Elephant Collection, and that is $49.99. Pink and blue vinyl, $49.99 on that. APB, Cure for the Blues, $14.99. APB. The Firm, self-titled, $26.99. Kind of surprised that's still there. Peter Gabriel, Submerge. This is I'm pretty sure a live unofficial from Peter Gabriel, $49.99. King Crimson, Wake Up a Poseidon, 1973, $49.99. And Miles Davis is still available. Decoy, $29.99. All right, Alex is in on Guy Clark at $75. Final call on that. Tears for Fears is at $44 with Craig Weatherford. Craig Weatherford is at $44 on Tears for Fears. Scott Smith said $35 on Peter Gabriel. I will do $45 on it. That's my best price. That's pretty cool. Rocky Horror Picture Show audience participation, $29.99. Rocky Horror Picture Show. I don't like the name of this band because it kind of messes with you. It looks like Blankmage. $19.99. It looks like it says balance, but it's some C's and G's in there. Beatlemania is $49.99. Live at the Hollywood Bowl. Another Beatles unofficial, $49.99. Boy, if you know anybody that likes Beatles boots, I probably have 300 of them. Just kind of, we've accumulated that, hadn't been able to sell. We've got a bunch. Jimi Hendrix, Are You Experienced? 2 LP sealed, $74.99. And the Jersey Devil, Bruce Springsteen, $74.99. Another studio Boss, as in looks like Boss Records, Bruce Springsteen unofficial, $64.99. And then we got the Merle Haggard albums. Working Man Can't Get Nowhere Today, $19.99. Big City is $14.99. And Shrink Wrap, I'm Always on a Mountain When I Fall, is $14.99. And Same Train, Different Time is $39.99. That is sealed. Alex Roman gets Guy Clark for $75. Tears for Fears is sold to Craig Rutherford for $44. And Scott, you're getting closer. I'll tell you that. You're getting closer. You're getting closer. Let's see here. The Best of Chicago Blues Volume 1. Greg, this has Otis Spawn, Jimmy Cotton, J.B. Hutto, Buddy Guy, Junior Wells, and Homesick James. It's on the Vanguard Midline Series. Very clean looking. Near Mint Minus, that is $19.99. Scott, you're getting closer. Let's see. The Firm 20. I will do $24 on this. I'll do $24 on that. Greg Baldwin said take on Chicago Blues. The Stones, Sucking in the 70s, $34.99. Memphis Slim, Matt Murray, is sealed from 1986, $24.99. Billie Holiday, $19.99. That was an Italian pressing. Lady in Satin, Billie Holiday, $29.99, 1987. The Rolling Stones, Made in the Shade, is $34.99. Lady Day, Billie Holiday, $19.99. King Crimson and King Crimson. Okay. Let's see here. Next auctions. Next auctions are, let's do the Talking Heads. And I've got another Near Mint AC/DC record. Okay. Greg says take, $41.50. Leslie said RHPS. Red Hot. That's not Red Hot Chili Peppers. What is RHPS? RHPS is Rocky Horror Picture Show. That's sold to Leslie Holt. What is the price on Blankmage? $19.99. Let me find that and confirm that. Yes, that is $19.99, Fred Carnell. Brent Rabley said MS18. I'm not liking y'all's offers tonight. You need to bump them up about another 40%. a.k.a. sticker price. What was MS-18? Also, somebody asked about Miles Davis. Miles Davis decoy is, I will show you the label. There's the label. Very clean copy. That is $29.99. I don't even know what MS-18 is. Sounds like a secret facility at Area 51. Try Blanc Manche. Scott Smith said 42. All right, go ahead and sell Scott Smith to Peter Gabriel for 42. Memphis Slim for 18. I will do that for $20. And I think I told somebody a price on the firm for 24. Let me keep those up front in case they say yes. All right, next auction. Talking Heads, True Stories. Has a little bit of cover damage up here. Other than that, it's a really nice copy. Talking Heads, True Stories, original inner sleeve. Vinyl is near mint minus. I haven't had this one in quite some time. $25 start on Talking Head, True Stories. Does have some cover damage up here. Other than that, near mint minus copy. Talking Heads is a $25 start. AC/DC, for those about the rock, we salute you. 1981 OG press, AR press, near mint, and gatefold pressing. Super nice. That is going to be a $35 start. $35 start. Modern English, I'm putting that one up next. Memphis Slim, Talking Heads 25, 15 for Blankmans. I'm going to sell that to you so I don't have to say it again. Sell that to Fred for 15. If you have the Beatles boot from Ken Fonz to Chaos, we can talk. Okay. I'm not for sure what that is, but I don't recall ever saying that. AC/DC is 35. Talking Heads is 25. AC/DC 35 again. All right, so what didn't we reach a deal on? Miles Davis, Memphis Slim, The Firm, King Crimson. Where are we at? I think he said 18. I said 20. No deal there. I was making sure I didn't leave anything off the table. Okay. All right. Okay. Let me grab another crate. How you doing, Tanner? Tanner's catching up on his supper. All right. Y'all are going to like a couple next crates I've got. All righty. Talking Heads, going twice, going three times for $25. Going twice, going three times for $25. I hope everybody's awake. AC/DC, 35, 35, 40, 40, and now 45. Unless I counted wrong, Merle Bundle, $50. Let's see here. 10, 20, 30. That one's sealed. Go ahead and sell those to Floyd for $50. Those are sold for $50 to Floyd. Talking Heads is at 26. We have Pink Floyd, A Delicate Sound of Thunder, $49.99. Pink Floyd, A Delicate Sound of Thunder, 2LP remaster. Grab this, take it, I'll ship it to you, and please enjoy. Pink Floyd, A Delicate Sound of Thunder, $49.99. $49.99. Alex has reached his, I can only answer so many questions. $51.99. Fact 75. That's what it says, but this is actually a new order album. $51.99. New order, $51.99. Duke Genesis on white vinyl, $28.99. Duke Genesis on white vinyl, $28.99. Talking Heads is at $28 with Axel Horn. And AC/DC, Martin Pryor has that for $45. Really nice, clean, OG copy. $45. Going once, going twice. Tony Doyle wants New Order. That's sold to Tony Doyle. Genesis Duke is on white vinyl featuring Turn It On Again and Misunderstanding. $28.99 on that. Tom Petty, Full Moon Fever is $36.99. Tom Petty, Full Moon Fever, $36.99 for Full Moon Fever. What a great album. Sounds great on vinyl. Miles Davis, Bitches Brew, $39.99. A classic jazz album by Miles Davis, $39.99. That's a 2LP gatefold. And a restock of Rob Zombie, Hellbelly Deluxe. Not Hillbilly, Hellbelly. $39.99. Rob Zombie. I have 4 of those. A restock of Pantera, Far Beyond Driven. White and Stronger Than Blue Marbled Vinyl. Pantera, $34.99. Far Beyond Driven. 3 copies of Stevie Ray Vaughan, Reading Festival, 1983, plus Manchester and 1988 UK broadcast. Stevie Ray Vaughan is $36.99. Talking Heads is at $30 with Jeff McMaster. AC/DC's at $45 with Martin Pryor. Jay Condi wants the Pantera. Sell that to Jay Condi for $34.99. XTC, I have not had this one yet. This is called the XTC as the Dukes of the Stratosphere Sonic Sunspot. $39.99 for XTC. $39.99 on that. There's another Full Moon Fever by Tom Petty. $36.99. Misfits, Earth AD. The Misfits, Earth AD. Those are $33.99. Let's go ahead and sell. Let's go ahead and sell AC/DC to Martin Pryor for $45. Jeff is at $30 on Talking Heads, and Brent Hall wants the XTC. I have not had this one. If anybody else wants on that waiting list, let me know, and I will get you one. Brent Hall also on the Misfits, Earth AD. I've got one of those left. Talking Heads is at $30. Going once, going twice possibly. And let's see what else I got in the bin. I got a couple Buy It Nows. I won't put these up for auction. They're just so nice. These are $24.99. I'm going to show them at the same time. Somebody might can take both of them. This is Frontiers, Near Mint, Inner Sleeve, Shrink Wrap, and Hype Sticker. And Escape. OG Journey albums. Near Mint. Really, really nice copy. Those are $24.99. There's Frontiers with Hype Sticker, Separate Ways, Send Her My Love, After the Fall, Faithfully. And of course, these are Near Mint OG copies of Journey, $24.99. Very top copies. Gary Samuels gets the other and last Misfits. Axel Horn's back in on Talking Heads at $31. Jeff McMaster, you're out. We have another spammer spreading some kind of something. We'll delete that so it's not clogging our feed. Modern English, starting bid, $30. This has I'll Stop the World and Melt With You. It has the original baggy inner sleeve that came with it. Modern English is a $30 start. That's called After the Snow. I'll Stop the World and Melt With You. That is a $30 start for Modern English. We also have Fred Carnell on the Misfits list. Fred, I'll put you on a waiting list for the Misfits, Earth AD. I'll put you on a waiting list for the Misfits, Earth AD. You were the third one to claim one, only had 2. Chip Hall was first to both Journeys, and Tanner, those were $24.99. Those are $24.99 each on those. Chip Hall got both. Rich was second. Michael Mofield third. John Porter fourth. Modern English 30. Jeff's out on Talking Heads. I don't want the Misfits. I was asking about the Miss May auction. I was asking about the Miss May auction. I don't know what that means. So Gary doesn't want a Misfits. That means we can give that second one to Fred Carnell that's on the table. So Fred got a Misfits and Brent Hall got a Misfits. Both Journeys went to Chip Hall. Talking Heads is at 30 with Chris Kirkley. And final call on Talking Heads True Stories. Axel Horn has that for 31. Miss May I think the autocorrect is really screwing with Gary Samuels right now. Stevie Ray Vaughan is sold to Jacob Smith. Stevie Ray Vaughan, 2LP live. That is an unofficial press. Jacob Smith got one. I have 2 left. Alice in Chains, Oakland, colored vinyl, live, 1992, $24.99. Damn That River, We Die Young, Them Bones, Wood, Junkhead, Godsmack, Put You Down, Sick Man, It Ain't Like That, Angry Chair, and Man in the Box. What a great track listing. Alice in Chains, $24.99. That is a live, unofficial. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those, and I did have a waiting list. By the way, Kyle Davis, you were on the waiting list for Live Throwing Copper. Calvin Ward, you were on the waiting list. You were on the waiting list for Stevie Ray Vaughan. Fred Carnell, I've already got you down for Alice in Chains. Brent Hall was actually already on the wait list for Misfits. Brent Hall was already on the waiting list, so never mind on that. Josh Ragland, I've got you down for a Tom Petty Full Moon Fever. Fred Carnell, You were down already for a Miles Davis Bitches Brew. Genesis Duke, Fred Carnell, you were already down for a Genesis Duke and George Buchanan. And Paul Brothers, I've got you down for a Rob Zombie Hellbelly Deluxe. So I actually, in fact, do have one Misfits still left because Brent, I've already got you tagged for one. Fred Carnell, I've already got you down for a Genesis Duke. You were on a waiting list. I've already got you down for one. Okay, so Stevie Ray Vaughan. Dave Mars gets an Allison chain. So does Alex Roman. Greg Baldwin's at 31 on Modern English. Greg's at 31. I've got 3 Allison chains left. I've got 1 Misfits, and I have Mad Season Above, pressed at RTI, 180 gram premium vinyl pressing. Mad Season is $44.99, and there was Gary Samuels. Gary Samuels, you were on a waiting list. We ran out the other night when we got to your name. I've got 3 more in this bin. I've got 4 more. That is Mad Season, $44.99. Modern English is back up to 33 to Chris Kirkley. Susie Breelove wants a live Stevie Ray Vaughan. And Talking Heads. We can go ahead and sell Talking Heads. That is sold to Axel Horn for $31. True Stories. That's sold to Axel for $31. Modern English is now at 31 with Greg Baldwin. And Greg Hagewood wants a Mad Season. These are pressed at RTI. A lot cheaper than the music on vinyl now. And I don't know, I haven't got the A and B compare them, but usually RTI is not a bad product. Chris is back in on Modern English for 33. Let's see what I got left in my auction bin. Let's put up that Miss May I somebody was asking about. Right here. Miss May I. Is that what they were asking about? Yeah, Miss May I. This is a $75 start. Miss May I at Heart. Red and white splatter vinyl. This is a $75 start. Miss May I. $75 start on that. Ooh. Stink bug. $75 start. Miss May I. $75 start on that. And that's a 2012 clear with red splatter vinyl. 2012 clear with red splatter vinyl. Steve Henry said Black Sabbath 45. Let's see. Where did that bug go? I'll make sure it don't get down and... There it is. Okay. Yeah, I don't want any stink bugs on any records. All right, Modern English 35. Steve, I'm not for sure where you've seen a Black Sabbath album. Chris Kirkley's at 37. Miss May I's a $75 start. Okay, here is what is left in this bin. One more time. Here we go. Pink Floyd, Delicate Sound of Thunder, $49.99. Pink Floyd, Delicate Sound of Thunder, $49.99. 2LP remaster. Shine on You Crazy Diamond, Learning to Fly, yet another movie, Round and Around. Sorrow, The Dogs of War, On the Turning Away. One of These Days, Time, Money, Another Brick in the Wall, Wish You Were Here, Comfortably Numb, Run Like Hell. 2LP, this sounds incredible. I own this record myself. $49.99. Pink Floyd, Delicate Sound of Thunder. 3 of those left. I've got 2 crates. I've got 2 copies of Duke Genesis. 180 gram white vinyl. Gatefold, Phil Collins, and Genesis. $28.99. Darren Wortman wants a Pink Floyd. Final call on Modern English. Chris Kirkley has that for $37. I've got 3 copies of Tom Petty, Full Moon Fever. $36.99 for Tom Petty, Full Moon Fever. $36.99. As in Free Fallin', I Won't Back Down, Running Down a Dream. Classic album, $36.99. Mike Langford and Darren Warman also wants a Duke Genesis. Those are sold and sold. Let's go ahead and sell Chris Kirkley, Modern English, for $37. If anybody wants Miss May I, it's a $75 buy it now. Miss May I, clear and red black splatter vinyl. Miss May I is a $75 buy it now. Greg needs to put back Mad Season. Earlier I had a Mud Honey picture disc. Mud Honey is a $65 buy it now. That is Every Good Boy Deserves Fudge, limited edition Sub Pop picture disc. That is a $65 buy it now. I haven't put that up yet. And this was just a random record. Frank Sinatra is $14.99, My Kind of Broadway. Frank Sinatra is $14.99, My Kind of Broadway. All right, Allison Campbell wants a Tom Petty. We will put back Mad Season Greg, no problem. Thank you. And let's put up a couple more auctions. How about U2 Discotheque from 1997? This is sealed. This will be a $25 start. And we have one more Rush album. Great. Well, not one more. Here's another Rush album. Grace Under Pressure, Rush, original inner sleeve. I love the song The Body Electric. There's the LP, near mint minus, very clean, nice vinyl. VG Plus cover, $35 start. And Brent Hall has already bid $25 on U2. Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to put it up for. U2 Discotheque, sealed, 1997, $25 start. They announced a Las Vegas residency at the new, some kind of new big auditorium they're building, Madison Square Garden Sphere. This has a couple creases up here. It is sealed. It's got some creases up here. That is a $25 start, $35 start on Rush. Brian C's at $37 on Rush. Okay, Tom Petty, I got 2 copies of that left. Miles Davis, Bitches Brew, 2 LP, $39.99. Miles Davis, Bitches Brew, $39.99. How about Rob Zombie, Hillbilly Deluxe, $39.99. Kind of tough to get when they go out of print. Pantera, Far Beyond Driven, $34.99. That's on colored vinyl. Last copy of Stevie Ray Vaughan Live, Reading Festival, $36.99. Alice in Chains is $24.99. That's a live unofficial as well, colored vinyl. Misfits, last copy, Earth AD, $33.99. And Mad Season, Above, 2 LP, pressed at RTI, $44.99. Final call on U2 and final call on Rush. U2 $25, Rush $37. Going twice, going 3 times. Going twice, going 3 times on either of those. Vulgar Display of Power. I think those are due in later this week. We got a restock of Cowboys from Hell. We got a restock of Vulgar Display of Power too. Okay, No Rodriguez is at 26 on the U2. I've got one more crate of new vinyl to breeze through, and this one has some great titles in it. This has some stuff we've never had before. Bob Riger needs some inner sleeves. Can we go get some sampler packs of inner sleeves? I'm sure we can sell a bunch because we hadn't shown supplies in quite some time. Bob, I'm getting those right now. Brent Hall, you're out on U2. And final call on Rush. When Tanner gets up here, I will sell both of those. I've got another crate of new vinyl. Once again, really good titles in here. Tomorrow, I plan on pricing. Tonight, for tomorrow, we'll have new arrivals, but I also plan on pricing stuff from that Murfreesboro collection. I'm still in on U2. You are out. You need to bid more than $26. You need to bid more than $26. These 4 different brands? I've got 4 different brands. 3 of them are the same price. If you want these, they're called sound sleeves. 50-pack sound sleeves, $23.99. Vinyl style, $23.99. Big Fudge, $23.99. And then I have MoFi, Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab. Those are $29.99. So MoFi is $29.99. And then the other 3 are $23.99. Big Fudge, if anybody wants a pack, please let me know. Vinyl style, $23.99. And sound sleeves, $23.99. Those are all still available. Brent's at $27 on U2. Let's go ahead and sell Brian C. Rush, $37. Grace Under Pressure, that's sold to Brian C. And Allison, I will pull you a Naughty by Nature. Tanner will make a note of that right now. I will make sure you get one. It's kind of at the bottom of the stack, but I will make sure you get one. Okay, The Cure's Greatest Hits. $39.99 for The Cure's Greatest Hits. $39.99. 2 LP, The Cure's Greatest Hits. The Beatles, Beatles Hard Day's Night, $36.99. It's been a hard day's night. I've been working like a dog. $36.99. Anytime at all. That's a great one. Final call on U2. No Rodriguez. Let me know if you're in or out on U2 at 27. Mudvayne. Mudvayne LD50. $56.99. $56.99. That's a 2 LP Music on vinyl pressing of Mudvayne, LD50, $56.99. The Beatles Past Masters. I've sold a bunch of these. It's all the Beatles songs that was not on albums and it was released only as singles. Some of their best music, $49.99. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band Anniversary Edition, new stereo mix by Giles Martin, $49.99 for Sgt. Pepper's. Brent, you're back out on YouTube. No is in at 28. Bob Riger wants 1 pack of Big Fudge. Let's sell those to Bob Riger, Big Fudge. All right, anybody else wants a pack of sleeves, let me know. Let me get a couple more auctions running. We're kind of getting near the tail end. I'm about to do a big recap of auctions, or a big recap of vintage that didn't sell. And then what we don't get to, we'll go through tomorrow. We will continue to tomorrow. Anything else that y'all seen maybe you want me to put up? Now is the time. Okay, next auction is Accept Russian Roulette. This is a 1986 OG, $30 start on Accept Russian Roulette. $30 start on that. Accept Russian Roulette, $30 start. I have not put up the Duran Duran yet. I can do that in just a second. Coldplay Parachutes. Coldplay Parachutes is $31.99, featuring the hit song Yellow. $31.99 for Coldplay. Stevie Nicks, the best of Stevie Nicks Crystal Visions. $39.99 for Stevie Nicks Crystal Visions. That's a 2LP Stevie Nicks hits compilation. And Blues Traveler. $49.99. Travelers. Blues Travelers. This is called Travelers and Thieves. $49.99. I've never had that title before. 2LP on medieval marbled vinyl. 2LP medieval marbled vinyl, it says. Blues Traveler. I have 4 of those. $49.99. Brent's out on YouTube. The Sealed Discotheque is nose at 28. Final call. Looking for a $30 start on Accept. Walt Cruz wants a Blues Traveler. That's sold to Walt Cruz. And next is another restock of Puddle of Mud, Come Clean from Music on Vinyl. Puddle of Mud, Come Clean, $44.99. That's a Music on Vinyl pressing. Lynch Mob Rebel, $29.99. Red marbled vinyl for Lynch Mob Rebel. And another Blues Traveler title, Blow Up the Moon. Blues Traveler, Blow Up the Moon. Celebrating 20 years since their Grammy and 6-time platinum album 4. That is, I don't have that one priced. I think it's also $49.99. I'll have to double check that, but I'm pretty sure it's $49.99 as well. And then the restock of Slayer, South of Heaven. Man, it's already 11:30. We're still going through new arrivals. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. We've shown so much tonight. $36.99. I'll definitely have to recap all this tomorrow. There's so many people that probably wish they were watching to claim some of these Blues Travelers albums, and I am showing them at 11:30. So much new stuff tonight. All right, No Rodriguez gets YouTube for 28. I might do 1 or 2 more auctions. I think everybody's falling asleep on me. Accept Russian Roulette. If anybody wants that, $30 buy it now for Accept Russian Roulette. Blues Traveler is $49.99, either one. Blues Traveler is $49.99. Where's my list for Slayer? There's several people on that Slayer waiting list. Michael Herrera, Kevin Jordan, Joe Barrios, and Ben Sharp. I've got you tagged for one of those tonight. Did we pull Walt, the other Blues Traveler? I don't think so. Okay, so there's Walt's. It's $49.99. Greg on the Lynch Mob. Let's see. Greg, that was the pre-sale. Greg, I've already got you a Lynch Mob pull. Scott Snee and Ken Crooker wants a Slayer. Yes, this was out of print, and these were quite pricey. $36.99. It looks like I've got 2-4. I got to order more before Friday night's metal show. We'll be selling a bunch there. A lot of people tuning in for Metal Night. All right, somebody asked for Duran Duran. That might be one of our last auctions. It's already 11:30. Like I said, I can't believe it. I mean, we even took a break, but it's just like time has flew by tonight showing all these records. Duran Duran Master Mixes. I don't know what this is, but I'm going to start it for $35. It says Duran Duran Master Mixes, Capitol Records, American Science, Chemical Reaction Mix, Vertigo, Do the Demolition, Mantronics Mix, Skin Trade, Partisan Mix, American Science Meltdown Dub, Vertigo, Do the Demolition, B-Boy Mix, Master Mix, 33 RPM, June 20th, 1987. It's a non-printed gatefold, 2LP, and that's a $35 start. Master Disc Corporation. Very strange. I mean, Master Disc is usually like who does the mastering for something, so it looks like it's, you know, like some kind of, almost like a test pressing of some sort. That is a $30 start. You might want to bid on that. It could be something kind of hard to get. I don't really know. What is the other one? The two Blues Travelers are Blow Up the Moon and Travelers and Thieves. Travelers and Thieves. Those are both $49.99. The Cult Love has not really come in yet. They're due to arrive this week, but we have not got them. Okay, so here's what's left in this bin. Lots of restocks and some stuff I hadn't had in a long time. Leslie's at 30 on Duran Duran. We have The Cure's Greatest Hits, $39.99. The Beatles' Hard Day's Night, $36.99. Mudvayne is $56.99, LD50. The Beatles' Past Masters, $49.99. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, $49.99. Coldplay Parachutes, $31.99 for Coldplay Parachutes. Stevie Nicks Crystal Visions, the very best of Stevie Nicks, $39.99. Blues Travelers is $49.99. Puddle of Mud Come Clean, $44.99. Lynch Mob Rebel, red marbled vinyl, $29.99. Blues Traveler Blow Up the Moon. I'm going to say that's $49.99. If it's less, Walt, I'll change your price, but I'm pretty sure they're $49.99 as well. And Slayer South of Heaven is $36.99. Does the Duran Duran have the remix credit sheet in the inner sleeve? The inner sleeves for these are just the plastic inner sleeves. I do see a piece of paper down in here. Yeah, here is, that's weird. It's like it has like a watermark on it. It says Fox River Bond, 25% cotton. So it's got a watermark right here. Y'all probably can't see it. Well, you might can. See that right there? Kind of got a river mark. So, yeah, Leslie's at $30. That's going once, going twice. All right. Let me see what I've got over here just to do a recap. I can't go through everything. There is way too much, but I'll try to go through as much as I can from the very first part of the show. Looks like we got a few people watching who wasn't on for part one. Let me do a little bit of condensing here. I'm going to pull these lynch mobs out and try to put them with the rest. Let me pull these out. Do a little bit of condensing here. There's one crate of new vinyl we've been through tonight. Is that a crate I've been through? Yeah. All right. There's a Grim Reaper album. We'll run that sometime tomorrow. Here's another crate of new vinyl. That was Live, Throwing Copper, Hear 'em, Scare 'em, Tears for Fears, Matrix, Rush, and then the three of those. Let me put these over here. Don Unstad's at 35 on Duran Duran. Don's in on the Duran Duran at 35. There's another nice, very good-looking empty crate. I just spent $1,000 on buying some more of those because we never can keep them. All right, let me do some condensing here on some vintage. That's a crate we just went through. Yep, that's a crate we just went through, I believe. Jersey Devil. There's the Elvis records. Trying to find some of the very first stuff we went through, a new vinyl to show one more time so we can make sure we go ahead and get waiting list. There's more auction material. I'm going to put all those down in here. Give me 1 second. I'm doing some house cleaning, if y'all can't already tell. There is some of the very first vintage we showed, what's left of it. There's two more empty crates. And I think this is the very first crate of new vinyl we went through. Don's at 35 on Duran Duran. Can you put a Slayer? My Paul had to check first, see if you order. Yeah. Vic Nateki wants a Slayer, South of Heaven. Let me find those. Eric wants a Slayer. Then he put NM. Never mind, maybe. I'll take a Slayer. Eric, do you want a Slayer? Sorry, I didn't see your comment. I wasn't looking at the monitor. Eric, if you want a Slayer, let me know. I will sell you one. Sorry if I didn't see that, or I know I didn't see it. Final call on Duran Duran at 35. Yes, if you want on the wait list for Cowboys for Hell, let me know right now. And Vulgar Display of Power. Cowboys from Hell, Vulgar Display of Power. Any Depeche Mode? No, they haven't. Here's some of the very first records we showed tonight. Ozzy, Patient Number 9, Todd McFarlane, artwork, $49.99. Ozzy, Patient Number 9, Todd McFarlane, alternate artwork, cover, $49.99. And Eric Converset, if you do want a Slayer, just let me know, and I will pull you one. Black Sabbath, and I'll give you first-time buyer instructions. Black Sabbath, self-titled, 50th anniversary remaster. That is $39.99, the debut album from Black Sabbath. Very good pressing of that. Jay Condi wants a Cowboys. So does Sean, Floyd. Everybody make sure you're on that list. I got a bunch of them on the way. They will be $34.99. They will be $34.99. Rage Against the Machine, Renegades. Renegades of Funk, $31.99 for Rage Against the Machine. There's more Lynch Mob Rebels. Hope everybody has one of those. Red marbled vinyl for Lynch Mob Rebel. That is $29.99. There's 2 more copies of it. Lynch Mob Rebel. Naughty by Nature. Whoever wanted one, we'll go ahead and pull. This is a new arrival for Friday. We had a pre-order on it. That's Naughty by Nature. $36.99. Naughty by Nature. A big restock of Abbey Road. Abbey Road is $36.99. That's the Giles Martin remix. Come Together. Something. Here Comes the Sun. I never even read the track list on these Beatles albums, but I'm assuming you know what they are. Day Mars wants a Rage Against the Machine. I now have 2 of those left. Sell that to Day Mars. And the Beatles Revolver. $36.99 for the Beatles Revolver. $36.99. The Beatles Let It Be. $36.99. Steve Henry Black Sabbath $40. Once again. I must have missed that earlier. Oh, this right here. You were watching probably part 1 earlier. And then you hopped on and thought maybe he's on part 2. But Steve Henry, that's sold to you. Thank you. If you're a first-time buyer, welcome. Make sure you message our page, Collect Co. We need your email address and your mailing address. $7 in limited shipping. We're doing this again tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. This is just the beginning. Sell that to Steve Henry, $39.99. Carole King's Tapestry, $29.99. Hope everybody has that in their collection, unless, I guess, even if you're a metalhead, you know, you gotta relax sometimes. $29.99 for Tapestry. And the Beatles for Sale, $36.99. The Beatles for Sale. That is another one. Okay, I got one more half crate like that of restocks that came in. Let's see here. Let me grab a couple. Here's the other Lynch Mobs. I'm trying to get all those together. Have you ever got the Beatles stereo box set? No, I haven't. So there's all the Lynch Mobs I have. Rebel. I might have to make a post about those. I got a bunch of them, but I knew it was going to be a limited pressing, so I stocked up. Robert Plant, Alison Krauss, Raise the Roof. That's their second album, $36.99. Whitesnake's Greatest Hits is $44.99. Whitesnake's Greatest Hits, $44.99. I've got 2 of those left. Here I go again on my own. The Still of the Night. Y'all know Whitesnake, $44.99. Madonna, the Immaculate Collection is $44.99. Yes, sir, first timer, love your show. Thank you, welcome. Make sure you message our page, Collect Co. It'll be Monday before we get you an invoice, but you will get one. You will get one. And then a couple more things here. We have Chris Stapleton Traveler, $36.99. Tennessee Whiskey, Parachute, couple big hits on that one. Surprisingly, Brooks and Dunn still available, $31.99. And then one more Chris Stapleton, that's from Room A, Volume 2, $33.99. The Johnny Burnett Rock and Roll Trio, $28.99. Some of the early roots of rock and roll there. The Beatles White Album 2LP Remaster, $51.99. Rage Against the Machine Live, $38.99. And Crosby, Stills, and Nash, So Far, $28.99. We had a note for it. Allison, maybe? You should have a note for it. Okay. All right, let's go. I forgot about this Duran Duran lane here, but we'll sell that to Don Unstad for $35. That's sold to Don for $35. And that's pretty much the end of our show. I don't have much more I can show you unless I keep going back through stuff. And BFS for Steve Merkel. BFS was Beatles for Sale, correct? Babies in Black, rock and roll music. I'll Follow the Sun, 8 days a week. James McGowan wants a Brooks and Dunn reboot. Sell that to James McGowan. Yeah, that was the very first 2 crates of new vinyl we have and all that's left. So thanks, everybody. We'll be back again. It seems like, I don't know, the night seems too young, but I don't know. First crate vintage, James Cotton, pure cotton, $30. Greg, let me find that. James Cotton, pure cotton. James Cotton, pure cotton. This may be the first crate right here. Sell that to Greg for $30. What a nice copy. Sell that to Greg for $30. Anybody else? Most of our auctions sold. We just have accept $30. I didn't put that up. Surprisingly, nobody bought the Mud Honey for $65. And then Miss May I was $75. That's the only stuff that did not sell. So lots of Beatles restock. Pull out all those lynch mobs. There's not a lot of new vinyl left. How many's left? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Yeah, I need to make another post about those. A lot of new people in our group. I probably can sell the rest of those limited edition pressings. So we still have 3 crates of new vinyl, but they've all been gone through, and all the vintage is in 2 crates, and I think we had 7 when we started. So, okay, I think that's it for the night. Thank you for the 104 people still watching. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 o'clock Central Time for part 2. We'll have more vintage stuff from the Dallas collection. I have an entire crate of auctions we didn't go through. All those Kiss albums, Led Zeppelin. There's more metal, and there's a lot more we hadn't priced yet. So thanks, everybody, for watching. And we'll be back tomorrow at 7.